It happens to most of us. We're happily coupled one day, madly in love, walking hand in hand in a lovely spot as the light dies from the sky and the city is set alight with streetlights. Then there is a spat. A mistake is made. We arrive late one time, too many, or circumstances beyond our control result in a breakup. Whatever the reason is, whoever made the decision, the fabric of this lovely tapestry we call our relationship is torn. So, now what? You may wonder. Now we heal. But how? By turning to ancient wisdom. Here's advice on how to heal from a breakup from the ancient Stoics. A lifetime or dead time. We cry to Almighty God how we can escape this agony. Fool, don't you have hands? Or could it be God forgot to give you a pair? Sit and pray your nose doesn't run. Or rather, just wipe your nose and stop seeking a scapegoat. The best-selling author Robert Greene said that there is two times in our life. Dead time, when people are passive and waiting, and a lifetime, when people are learning and acting and utilizing every second. Every moment or situation that we do not deliberately control or choose presents this choice, a lifetime or dead time. During a breakup, every part of us wants to complain about how terrible the situation is, how it shouldn't be happening to me, how it is unfair. But it is this attitude and thinking that creates dead time we can never get back. It's easy to be angry, to be depressed or heartbroken, to hide under the covers and watch rom-coms for weeks. But all the talks of I don't want this, I want it my way, this accomplishes nothing. Instead, choose a lifetime. Shift the talk to this is an opportunity for me. I can learn and grow from this. I will not let this be a dead time for me. Don't make things worse. I quote, how much more harmful are the consequences of anger and grief than the circumstances that arouse them in us? Quote end. The first rule is if you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. This might be the most violated piece of wisdom in the world. What most of us do when something goes wrong or is inflicted on us is make it worse. First, by getting angry, and next, by failing around before we have much in the way of a plan. Seneca's line was, I quote, how does it help to make trouble heavier by bemoaning them? Quote ends. Try not to add anger or negative emotions to the equation. Don't react for the sake of reacting. Stop digging. Don't call and text them 500 times. Don't download every dating app and rush to line up someone new. Don't go on social media rampage. Remember, we always have a choice. Do we focus on the ways we have been wrong, or do we look for lessons? Will we wait for someone to save us, or will we listen to Marcus Aurelius' empowering calls to get active in our own rescue if you care for yourself at all, and do it while you can? There is no shame in needing help. I quote, don't be ashamed of needing help. You have a duty to fulfill like a soldier on the wall of a battle. So what if you are injured and can't climb up without another soldier's help? Quote ends. No one ever told you were born with all the tools you'll need to solve every problem you'd face in life. In fact, as a newborn, you were practically helpless. Someone helped you then, and you came to understand that you could ask for that help. It was how you knew you were loved. Well, you're still loved. There are other soldiers, people who have dealt with the same pain, ready to help you climb out of this. You can ask for help. You don't have to face this on your own. If you need help, comrade, just ask. Accepting what is. I quote, happiness and freedom become with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control and some things are not. It is only after you have faced up to this fundamental rule and learned to distinguish between what you can and cannot control that inner tranquility and outer effectiveness become possible. Quote ends. I quote, don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happened as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. Quote ends. Stoicism, first and foremost, teaches us that we can't control or rely on anything what Epictetus called our reasoned choice. our ability to use our reason to choose how we respond ourselves to external events. Something happened that we wish had not. Which of these is easiest to change, our opinion or the event that already happened in the past? The answer is obvious. Accept what happened and change your wish that it had not happened. Stoicism calls this the art of acquiescence, to accept rather than fight what happens. And the most practiced Stoic take it a step further. Instead of simply accepting what happens, they urge us to actually enjoy what has happened, whatever it is. It's not just accepting, it's loving everything that happens, which naturally brings us to always love. I quote, Hector says, I can teach you a love potion made without any drugs, herbs or special spell. If you would be loved, love. End quote. In adversity, it's easy to hate. Hate defers blame. It makes someone else responsible. We don't do much else when we are busy getting revenge or investigating the wrong that has supposedly been done to us. Does this get any closer to where we want to be? No. It just keeps us where we are, or worse, arrests our development entirely. You know what is a better response to something that you don't like? Love. That's right, love. For the parent that lets you down, for the group that rejects you, for the critic who attacks you, the former partner who stole your business idea, the bitch or bastard who cheated on you. Love. Why? Because, I quote, in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Think of Martin Luther King Jr. over and over again, preaching that hate was a burden and love was freedom. Love was transformational. Hate was deliberating. Hate, he said, is a cancer that grounds away at every vital center of your life and your existence. It is like eroding acid that eats away the best and objective center of your life. There is almost no situation in which hatred helps. Yet almost every situation is made better by love or empathy, understanding, appreciation. Every situation in which you are in opposition to someone. And who knows, you might just get some of that love back. Stay focused on the present. I quote, don't let your reactions on the whole sweep of life crush you. Don't fill your mind with all the bad things that might happen, still happen. Stay focused on the present situation and ask yourself why it is so unbearable and can't be survived. End quote. When you look back at some of the most impressive, even scary things that you have come over and endured, how was that possible? How were you able to pass the danger or the poor odds? As Marcus described, you don't fill your mind with the negativity. You don't let the whole sweep of situation crush you. So by focusing exclusively on the present, we're able to avoid or remove those intimidating or negative thoughts from our own frame of view. A man walking on a tightrope tries not to think about how high he is or how far the other side is. Like us, he's better off putting one foot in front of other. In the end, Stoicism comes down to the conflict between what you can control and what you can't. Let go of things which are beyond your control. Start taking care of things that you can control. Stoicism needs practice. Unless you embody it in your life, it won't change anything. That being said, Stoicism is not a mere philosophical school of thought, it is a lifestyle itself.